Morning students, so this will be video 23 and we will continue with the other programs in the community health nursing. So today we will see, I think last class we dealt about YAS eradication program. So this class we will start with a National Nutritional Anemia Prophylaxis Program, which is NNAPP. So this program was launched in 1970 to prevent nutritional anemia in mothers and children. Under this program, the expected and nursing mothers as well as acceptors of family planning are given 1 tablet of iron and folic acid. So for nursing mothers who are feeding the child as well as acceptors of family planning who were ready to undergo this family planning, they were given 1 tablet of iron and folic acid. So this program is being taken by maternal and child health. So it is under MCH, then Division of Ministry of Health and Welfare, MCH, as well as with Division of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. At present, the National Nutritional Anemia Prophylaxis Program is operated as a part of RCH. So initially it was under those two, but now it has come under RCH program. Under the revised policy, the target group has been expanded to include infants 6 to 12 months, school children 6 to 10 years and adolescents 11 to 18 years of age, clinically found to be anemic. So we see that these target group, it was only with nursing mothers or people for family planning, but it has been expanded now to include even the infants under the age of 6 to 12 months, school children 6 to 10 years and adolescents 11 to 18 years of age, so who are actually clinically found to be diagnosed to be anemic. Okay, so they have targeted even these age groups. So what are the initiatives to control iron deficiency anemia in India? So goals of the 12th 5-year plan, which was from 2012 to 2017, was to reduce anemia in girls and women by 50%, that is to 28% by 2017. Okay, so they have decided their target was to reduce anemia in girls as well as in women by 50%. So when we say 50%, it was about 28% by 2017. So in 2013, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare developed an intervention guidelines, Anemia, a National Iron Plus initiative to migrate the burden of IDA. Okay, so IDA is nothing but iron deficiency anemia. So they wanted to, so Ministry of Health as well as the Family Welfare, they had a guideline telling that, so this National Iron Plus initiative to mitigate. Okay, so to bring down the cases of IDA, on 1st December 2017, the Union Cabinet approved setting up of National Nutritional Mission under the oversight of the Ministry of Women and Child Development. National Nutritional Mission aims to reduce anemia among young children, adolescent girls and women of reproductive age. So they also made sure, that measures were reduced. Also, they targeted in reducing this anemia among young children, adolescent girl and women of reproductive age. So reproductive age is from 15 to 49 years by 2022. Okay, so National Iron Plus Initiative IFA Supplementation Program. So we'll see how the supplementation was given. The program strategy also includes health and nutrition education to improve overall dietary intake and promote consumption of iron and folate rich foods as well as food items that promote iron absorption. So this program strategy also includes health and nutritional education to improve overall dietary intake and promote consumption of iron, folate, rich foods as well as food items that promote iron absorption. So in this program, it was not only about the supplementation, but they were also taught, education were given regarding iron rich foods which can actually, prevent this anemia, as well as iron and folate rich foods was told to them, and foods that would actually help in the absorption of iron. So usually vitamin C food, if they take, it is said that iron absorption is good. Okay, now so how were the supplementation given? So as we have seen already, like children were focused, school children, adolescent, pregnant women, nursing women. Okay, so we'll see what were the dosages that were given to them. So talking about that, children 6 to 60 months for them 20 mg elemental iron plus 100 μg folic acid, that is 1 tablet of pediatric IFA, or that is iron folic acid, or 5 ml of IFA syrup, or 1 ml of IFA drops. It was given in the form of tablet, or in the form of syrup, or in the form of drops. Okay, so basically it was 20 mg elemental iron plus 100 μg of folic acid. So in tablet it is 1 tablet of IFA, or if it is going to be in syrup it was 5 ml or 1 ml of IFA drops. So the mg of this was 20 mg. So all this constitutes 20 mg of elemental iron plus 100 μg of folic acid, for a total of 100 days if the child is clinically found to be anemic. So this was given for 3 months plus 10 days. Okay, if the child was found to be clinically anemic. Next, school children 6 to 10 years, they were given 30 mg elemental iron plus 250 μg folic acid for 100 dose. And we see here that the dose is actually increased from children, right? So like from 6 to 60 months, from them when we compare, for them it is 30 mg, for them it is 20, for them it is 100 μg, here it is 250 μg, and it was given in the form of tablet itself because they are much older, so they can take tablets. Adolescents 11 to 18 years, they were given obviously higher dose of 100 mg elemental iron plus 500 μg of folic acid for 100 days. Adolescent girls to be given greater priority in the program. So they were given greater priority. Then when we see pregnant women, 1 tablet of 100 mg elemental iron plus 500 μg folic acid prophylactically daily, and if clinically anemic, 2 such tablets to be given daily for 100 days. So usually for adults, we can teach them the various food, and sometimes children will not follow that, they will not adhere to iron rich foods, but at least adults we can tell, and they will be forced to eat, so for them we see that less amount, because basically their iron would be more from the resources. But still, if we find that the mother is lacking, or she's clinically too anemic, then we can suggest with 2 such tablets for 100 days. For nursing mothers and acceptors or family planning, 1 tablet containing 100 mg elemental iron plus 500 μg folic acid to be given for 100 days. So this you have to study. Sometimes they will ask you for 2 marks also, because anemia is something which is still prevalent. So you have to study it. So current year, usually you have to learn it, because current year's planning, even in 5-year plan, whatever current it is there, in implementation, or if it is still functioning, so that you have to master it. It is important in the aspects of your exam. So next we will go to 20-point program. Okay, so this 20-point program has got 20 program in it. Okay, so we will see what are those. So 20-point program was initially launched by Prime Minister India. So it was given by First Lady Prime Minister, that is Indira Gandhi, in 1975, and was subsequently restructured in 1982 and again on 1986. So it was given in 1975, but it was again restructured in 1982 and on 1986. With the introduction of new policy and programs, it has been finally reconstructed in 2006. Again, it has been reconstructed or restructured in 2006, and it has been in operation at present. The programs and schemes under TPP, that is 20-point program 2006, are in harmony with the priorities contained in the National Common Minimum Program, the Millennium Development Goals of the United Nations, and SAARC Social Charter. So the restructured program called 20-point program 2006 was approved by the Cabinet on 5th December 2006 and operated with effect from 1/4/2007. So we see that it was in harmony with the priorities contained in the National Common Minimum Program, the minimum developmental goals of the United Nations and SAARC Social Charter. So this restructured program called 20-point program 2006 was again approved by the Cabinet 5th October 2006, and operated. So it was approved by 2006 with effect from 2007. Okay, April 1st onwards they made it sure that it is being implemented. So what are the objectives of this 20-point program? Is to eradicate poverty and to improve the quality of life of the poor and the underprivileged population of the country. So in the population, they are trying to completely eradicate poverty and improve the quality life of the poor. Next, to cover various socio-economic aspects like poverty, employment, education, housing, health, agriculture and land reforms, irrigation, drinking water, protection and empowerment of weaker section, consumer protection, environment, etc. So they are concentrating in all these areas. Okay, next we will go. So these are the two major objectives. So we'll get into 20-point program 2006. Consists of 20 points and 65 monitorable items. The list of 20 and 65 items are as follows. First one is Garibi Hataao, that is in Hindi they have given eradicate poverty or poverty eradication. Garibi Hataao. Okay, so first one under that is employment generation. So giving them job under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Second one, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana. Okay, so this is also for the benefit of the rural poor people. Then rural business hubs in partnership with Panchayat, rural self-help group, Swarna Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana in urban area. So they also implemented this in the urban area. So please study those terminologies. Mostly it is Hindi. Okay. Next we will see Jan Shakti. So these are all for the benefit of the poverty. Okay. So I mean to eradicate the poverty under Garibi Hataao, all the programs. Next Jan Shakti. So we know Jan is people, power. Okay. So power to people. So local self-government, Panchayat Raj, urban local parties. So people were involved, okay, in all these parties. So power were given to them. Quick and inexpensive justice, Gram Nyayas and Nyaya Panchayat District Planning Committee. So they were all involved, even with people low socio-economic background, they were also given a chance to participate in these in order to give them certain amount of power. Next, Kisan Mitra, support to farmers. Okay, so I don't know how much it is being implemented. Every year we see, the death rate of the farmers increases. Okay, so under Kisan Mitra, which is support to farmers, all these points are to help them. So watershed development, which is useful for farming, and marketing and infrastructure, support to farmers, irrigation facility including minor and micro irrigation for agriculture, credit, okay, giving loan to farmers, then distribution of waste land to the landless. Okay, so this is all the plans that is done under Kisan Mitra. 4 we will see Shramik Kalyan, labor welfare. So here you have society security for agriculture and unorganized labor, minimum wages enforcement including farm labor, prevention of child labor, women, welfare of women labor. So this is mainly for all the labor welfare. So we have to prevent the child labor, then welfare, women, for women giving certain amounts of benefits, then minimum wages enforcement including farm labor. So even if they don't have work, there should be certain amount of money that is given. Then social security for agriculture and unorganized labor. So providing for unorganized laborers, providing social security. Next, Khadya Suraksha, so food security. So under that, targeted public distribution system, Antyodaya Anna Yojana, okay, Antyodaya Anna Yojana. Okay, next you have establishing grain banks in chronically food scarcity areas. So targeting public distribution system, how they are doing it, and then there is one Anna Yojana, and then you have this grain bank. So they will also make sure that they will store the grains and they will give whenever there is a scarcity, distributed to these poor people. Then Subke Liye Awas, sub should be essay. Okay, Sabke Liye Awas, housing for all, rural housing, Indira Awas Yojana. So even now I think for people who are staying near the slum areas or below the poverty line, your line. Usually they give them houses facility, people who do not have house. Then EWS, LIG houses in urban area. There are two types of houses that is given in the urban areas, EWS and LIG houses in urban areas. Then you have Shuddh Peya Jal, okay, clean drinking water in rural area as well as in the urban area. So accelerated rural water supply program, accelerated urban water supply program. Then you have Jan Jan Ka Swasthaya, health for all, okay, Jana Jana Ka Swasthaya, health for all. So under that you have control and prevention of major diseases, HIV, TB, AIDS, malaria, leprosy, blindness. National Rural Health Mission, immunization of children, sanitation program in rural and urban areas, institutional delivery, prevention of female feticide, supplementary nutrition for mothers and children, two-child norm. Okay, so all these are various programs in order to give or provide health for all. Okay, so in the next video we will see the next program. We will continue with the next program.